is on education. Your predecessor established 3 universities in Abia before he left. And all of this morning, we will not hear anything about those universities. What is happening? Have you dissolved them? Or are they still on? What is happening? Tell us so that we know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, please.
No, before, can you clarify, you say established 3 universities? Which are those?
He established 3 universities of the government. The ROT was converted to a university. ROT was Abia was also converted to university, and 1 university. 3 universities. So, up to this moment, we don't hear anything. I want you to tell us what is happening.
Okay, let's go from the next group here.
Your Excellency, my name is Otti of the New Telegraph. We want to know what is happening in the ministry or in the sector of minerals. Because I recall that at the inception, earlier part of this administration, the Commissioner for Solid Petroleum and Solid Minerals, Professor Joel, told us that the ministry was taking inventory of mineral deposits across the state. Up till now, we have not seen, heard everything about the outcome of that exercise, and we haven't heard anything during the chat happening in that sector. Even the petroleum monitoring that is also in that ministry. We see fuel stations almost free to do whatever they want to do, in regards to adjustments in pump price and regulation. So, what we want to know, what's really happening in the ministry of petroleum and solid minerals.
Please coordinate now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Please, when you have the microphone, please, because of the time, goes to your question. Thank you very much. Protect your hands, please. Okay.
Good evening, Your Excellency. My name is Henrietta Shikoni. I write for Nigerian Statesman. Sir, please, the victims of NSAS and police brutality, those who had issues, there was a panel the previous government says, and that panel came out with what they should be compensated with. But till now, nothing has been said and nothing has been done. And so the appeal is that she use a good way to visit that issue so that what they experienced will not be in vain. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We'll take a question from one more person from print media.
Your Excellency, I am Sunday of the Punch newspaper. Sir, if we recall, issuing the community in Umuahia North was taken as ordinance of Biafra and Civil War. And that was an offense against this community. Since then, no government spaces have been built in that community except in low primary health care center. Your Excellency, last year, this road leading from Umode Junction to Umawa can help the congestion was brought to attention. You tell somebody to go and check and measure and report back to you. And the second time, you kill something. This community said that I should bend down and try and urge you, please, to come to the help and then ask question, what is our face? Thank you, sir.
All right, Sunday, thank you. Let me start with you. So the community says you should try. And you fail to try. All right, then you try, then they will address you. But for now, you are still smiling. All right, so then the disabled community, right? The disabled, right? Okay. So, yes, I know it too. So, Honorable Commissioner, please can you ensure that they try so that we can go and check what is happening there. Okay, Uche wants to thank you so much for your accommodation. You talked about 3 universities set up. So I wanted to do the names of the universities, and you are mentioning existing schools. Maybe you meant conversion. But I'm also not aware of that. So if you check what is happening in those schools you mentioned, you will realize that we have those schools as Abia State Public Education Technical RD, and we need it. And that's why we're investing in it. We wouldn't have no Polytechnic. We need it. And we're also investing in it. The other one you didn't remember the name. I'm not sure I can help you. But the truth is that I have not seen anything to the fact that those schools were being converted. And even if they were being converted, I would have converted. Because if you fund the Abia State University well and run it well, together with the private university that exists in the state, not too sure that we require more than that. Sometimes when you duplicate some of these efforts, you don't pay attention to the fact that there are some costs that are fixed. So if you set up 3 universities, you have 3 vice chancellors, you have 3 registrars, you have 3 admin bureaus. You just to duplicate all of them. When you have one that is properly set up, there are some universities in the country that their population is so much. So just fund and ensure that you have the right faculty for the university. So I will be an apostle of duplicating universities when you have one that you can fund very well and take advantage. If I could, mineral deposits like already said, work is still going on. We are not at that point where we can now report, but we can tell you for free that this is a blessed state with virtually every local government having something in this sort. But also forget that mineral deposits are actually in the exclusive list. Means it belongs to the federal government. Of course, our goal is to ensure that they exist and then go and partner with everybody. The work is still going on. It doesn't happen that easy. But the issue of regulation of fuel stations, I think it's something that we need to look at differently. Actually, not necessarily the Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources. This one will go beyond that to security and just ensuring that the right thing is done. So it's here, so it's here. And if it is true that fuel stations are operating outside the law, we should bring them to order and ensure that anybody that does the wrong thing faces the wrath of the law. In related to study, we talked about NSAS. If I remember correctly, NSAS was in 2020, and the police brutality, and said that the panel that was set up recommended some compensation for victims. If you have the facts, please send them to the chief of staff or the secretary to the state government, because I'm not aware of it. But it must have happened before my time. But having said that, government will continue. If there were recommendations that were made and the white paper was issued that accepted that, then the government is obliged to respect that or go back to it. But I'm sorry that I don't have any further information. So if you do have information which I believe you will have because of the way you spoke, please let us have them. You can send information to the special advisor on media and publicity who will send to the appropriate purpose. I guess that's about the distance that I said.